Hello students, welcome back to my channel. So here I am again with another video of branch accounting. But before I start this solution, I want to tell you that if you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button and then click the bell icon so that you get the notification of my videos whenever I upload them. So anyways, let us start our video. So first of all, you see this sum is a bit complicated, okay? It is not as easy as the sum that we've done in the previous video. So let us take a look here. These are the balances 1106, that 16. These are the opening balances. Now in opening balances you have to be careful. If you have an asset opening balance, it will come in the debit side of the solution, and if you have a liability opening balance, it will come in the credit side of the solution. So check out the entry here. Stock, debtor, petty cash, furniture, prepaid. They are assets, so they will be coming in the debit side of the solution. Then salary outstanding. Anything that is outstanding is a liability, so it will come in the credit side of the solution. Okay. Discount allowed to debtor is something which will not come in your branch account, but it will have an effect on the working account, which I will show you later on in this solution. Then cash sent to branch for expenses. So these are expenditures: rent, salary, petty cash, and annual insurances. Now you see some date is given here. The effect of this date will come at the end of the sum. Okay, we can mark and keep it. Discount allowed and this date will have some effect. Then goods sent to branch during the year. As I told you earlier in the previous videos, we must consider this something like a purchase. Then only it will become easy for you to understand where to record the entry. Okay, cash sales, it will come. Credit sale will never come in the solution. I told you earlier. Cash received from debtor, yes, it will be recorded in the branch account. Cash paid by debtor, branch debtor direct to head office, yes, it will come in the branch account. Goods returned by the branch, these goods returned by the branch will be deducted from this goods sent to branch. Goods were sent to the branch. Suppose if you are the branch, goods were sent to you and then you have returned something, so it will be deducted from this amount. Okay. Then goods returned by the debtor. This entry will not find a place in branch account, but we will prepare a separate account for this. Next you have stock on December 31st. Closing stock is given. Opening is here, closing is here. Petty cash expense by the branch is given here. Provide depreciation on furniture at 10%. Means whichever furniture is given, you have to get 10% on that. Now one very important point, remember this. If you have opening balance of stock, branch, petty cash, furniture, prepaid and outstanding salary, you should have the closing balance for them until unless you have used the amount. For example, salaries outstanding will not come, means you have written the opening balance, no doubt, but closing balance will not be recorded because this outstanding will be adjusted here. Okay, but stock should have a closing balance, it is having a closing balance here. Debtor should have a closing balance, it is missing. We have to prepare account for that. Okay, working account. Then petty cash opening balance is here, we have to find the closing balance. Furniture opening balance is here, we have to find the closing balance. Prepaid opening balance is there. Now at the end of the solution I will tell you about this percentage. Because of this we are going to have a prepaid closing balance, otherwise prepaid fire insurance wouldn't have come again here. Okay, only because of this date there will be some working which will be done and we are going to get the prepaid closing balance. Anyways, let us start the solution. So here you see, first of all you will prepare the account like that. In the books of head office, Cuttack branch account, debit, credit, particular amount. Now first of all you see what I wrote here. I wrote the opening balances. As I told you that you can see the question here. These are the opening balances: stock, debtor, petty cash, furniture and prepaid. They are asset opening balance. Asset opening balance will come in the debit side. You see I wrote here 2 branch stock, 2 branch debtor, 2 branch petty cash, 2 branch furniture, 2 branch prepaid insurance, and I wrote the amount accordingly. Okay, it's given here in the question. Clear? Now salary is outstanding, it's a liability, so its opening balance will come in the credit side. I wrote here by branch salary outstanding account. Okay, clear? Then discount will not come. Now cash sent to branch for expenses, these are expenditures, it will be recorded in the debit side. Okay, now here you see, as I told you, cash sent to branch for expenses, these are expenditures, so it will come in the debit side. I wrote here to bank account, rent, salary, petty cash, annual insurance. Okay, I wrote the amount accordingly, 12,000. You can see here 12,000. Then 5400, I wrote here 5400. Salaries then petty cash is 4000 and insurance is 1600. I wrote here 4000 and 1600. Okay, next you can see next entry is goods sent to branch during the year. Now goods sent to branch, it will come in the debit side, so I wrote here 2 goods sent to branch, 2,80,000, that is given here. Now why I wrote the amount here inside, not in the amount column? The reason is there is return given here in the question. You can see goods returned by the branch. What is the amount here? 4,000. So you will write here less return 4,000, subtract it, and at outside 2,76,000. Okay, now after that cash sales. So you have sold goods. See, as I told you in the previous videos, goods sent to branch, you consider this as purchase. Then it will be easy for you to remember which side will come. If you consider this as purchase, it will come in debit side, and sales automatically comes in which side? Credit side. So it becomes easy for you to find out the places where to record the entries, isn't it? So by bank account, cash sales. What is the amount here? 3,30,000 written. Credit sale will not come in the branch account. Then cash received from debtor, yes, it will come. Cash received from debtor. Debtor are those person to whom you have sold the goods, so it is linked with sales. Then cash paid by branch debtor directly to head office, so that also will be recorded here. Okay, so and you have received money. See, cash paid by whom? Debtor. Debtor is paying you the money, means what? You are receiving. So what is the amount here? 22,000. So right here 22,000. Clear? Now the important point is closing balances, because almost all the entries over, we are left with these few 3-4 entries. So I will show you how to find out the closing balances of those which are missing. Okay, now here you see I wrote the closing balances. Okay, I will explain you, watch it very carefully. First of all, here what is given here? Stock on December 31, 38,000 means closing stock. So I wrote here by branch stock account 38,000. Okay, next what is given? Petty expenses by the branch means expenditure incurred by the branch on petty expenses was how much? 2,815. Now you see, what is the opening balance of petty cash here? 1,500 means you just think you had 1,500 in your hand. Okay, then as an head office I gave you how much? 4,000. So that will be included here, 1,500, and then now additional amount, how much you got? 4,000. Okay, out of that how much you have spent here? 2,850. Clear? So the remaining amount will become your closing balance. So that's what I have done here. Opening balance, this one 1,500, plus how much money was received by the branch from head office for petty cash, it is 4,000, plus 4,000, minus how much expenditure was made, that is 2,850. So if you plus and then subtract with this, we are going to get how much? 2,650. Clear? Now let us come to the next. Provide depreciation on furniture at 10%. Now you see, opening balance of furniture is 12,000. Now by the time we reach the closing, we have to provide depreciation, and we all know that depreciation will decrease the value of your asset. So we'll subtract the depreciation amount. So what I have done in a very shortcut way, 12,000 was the opening balance minus 10%. If you use this in a calculator, you can easily get the answer. If you find 10% of this, you will get 1,200. Subtract with this, you will get the same answer, 10800. Then branch prepaid. Now be careful. Branch prepaid insurance is given 1,150. Okay, now take a look here. They mentioned that annual insurance up to March has been paid. So if this was not there, then this branch prepaid wouldn't have come here again, because already this amount would have been adjusted with the insurance. But they have mentioned that the insurance was paid up to March, but your account is closing on which date? You see here, 31st December. So on December the account is closing, but you have paid the insurance up to March. That means you have paid January, February, March, 3 months in advance. So it became prepaid, isn't it? So you have to find out the value of insurance for that 3 extra month only. That will be your prepaid closing. So by branch prepaid, the value of the insurance is 1,600. I wrote here 1,600 into how many months you have paid extra? 3 months. So it will be 3 divided by 12. If you solve, how much you will get? 400. Now your sum is almost over, except one entry. That entry is branch debtor. We wrote here opening, but we haven't written here branch closing. Now students, be careful. That's why I told you this sum is a bit different compared to the previous sums. Now for branch debtor, we will have to prepare a separate working account here in the name of branch debtor account, because there are lots of entries here which belongs to debtor. You see, this debtor, there is debtor, right? There is debtor. So many entries are there. These entries has to be recorded, and then only you are going to get the branch debtor closing balance. Clear? So now we'll do a working note. We'll leave a space here for the total and the solution, and then we will do the working note here. Okay. Take a look. First of all, you will make this account branch debtor account, debit credit particulars amount. Okay. Now what you will do is, since debtor is an asset account, its opening balance will come in the debit side. Clear? So the opening balance of debtor you can easily get from the question. You see, branch debtor is given here now. Opening balance 14,000. So that's what you will write here. To balance brought down 14,000. Clear? Now all those entries which are linked with debtors that has been mentioned in this question will be recorded in this account. I'll repeat once more. All the entries which are linked with debtors in this question are going to be recorded in this account. Maybe it is cash receipt or discount, whatever, it doesn't matter. If it is linked with debtor, it will be recorded here. Now for your convenience, let me tell you something which you have to remember in your mind to solve this. This side, debit side, you will record those entries which will increase the value of your debtor. For an example, credit sale. Credit sale is the most common entry that will be recorded here. Okay, anything that increases the value of your debtor will be recorded in the debit side, and all those entries which decreases the value of your debtor will be recorded in the credit side. Now take a look in the first entries. Branch debtor opening stock, so it's done. Opening debtor is done. Then you have discount allowed to debtor. Discount will always decrease the value of a debtor, so discount will come here. By discount allowed, I wrote the amount 1100 from the question. Then there is no more debtor here. Now if we come this side, you can see cash sales during the year. Now cash sales will not come. Credit sale, yes, credit sale will increase your debtor. Credit sale will be recorded here, to credit sale. Basically in every sum you are going to get only one entry here. Opening balance will come by default, and this credit sale will be there in the question. Okay, and remaining all the entries will come here. Almost in all the question it is same like that. So credit sale will be recorded in the debit side, to credit sale 1,83,000 from here. Clear? Now here you see cash received from whom? From debtor. It will come here, because if debtors are paying you the money, their value will decrease, their account will decrease, right? So cash received from debtor will come here. I wrote here by cash received. Here you can see the amount 1,38,000. Then cash paid by branch debtor. If debtor is paying you the money, effect is same, you are receiving it. So by cash paid by debtor, it will come here. Then goods returned by debtor. Okay, debtor is returning the goods, so ultimately its account will decrease. To buy goods returned 7,000. Clear? So the account is over. Now what you will do, this side is bigger, add up these two, you will get 1,97,000 at the same total here. Now from this total subtract 7,000, 22,000, 1,38,000 and 1,100. If you subtract this, you will get 31900. This is your closing balance of debtor by balance credit down. Clear? This is the amount which you will pick from here and you will write here by branch debtor 31900. Okay, because this is the closing balance. Clear? Now your sum is over. What you will do now is, we'll total up this, because this side is bigger. You will add up all the amount, you will write here. Okay, I will show you how to complete this. I hope you understood. If you have anything to ask, you can ask me in the comment box. I will be ready to answer your queries. Okay, so here I have done. You see, by adding this all amount in the credit side, how much I got here? 5,72,850, 572,850 at the same amount here. And from this you subtract out all this amount: 2,76,000, 1,600, 4,000, 5,400, 12,000, 1,150, 12,000, 1,500, 14,000, 40,000. If you subtract all this amount starting from 276 till 40,000, you will get the balance amount is 205,200. Now the answer came in debit side, so it's a profit. So you will write here as to general profit and loss account. Okay, so in that way your sum is over. I hope you understood this sum. Thank you so much for watching the video.